Beavers advance to another College World Series, guys. Can you believe it? They've done it again. And more importantly, they cost Ryan Buckley money. Ha!
Ha.
In your face.
That's right.
You bet against them, thinking they were overrated.
At my own peril.
That's right. This is their 8th trip to the College World Series, their 7th in the last 20 years. And it seems like this team can kind of rake.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
It does seem that way.
They feel maybe a little inconsistent with that.
Like they're streaky, maybe?
Yeah, very streaky.
Yeah.
But, my God, they're streaking at the right time. Like those old teams that won titles, those teams were a lot about pitching and defense. They didn't do a ton of raking like this, it didn't seem like. But
and
now,
I think maybe that, and this is, I have not watched a lot of this team, but it feels like there's not a lot of pitching depth, so they can allow quite a bit, and then they need that raking to ensue for them to be competitive.
well, hey, however you get it done, they're getting it done.
They won all kinds of ways this last
weekend. They hit
weekend.
for the home run cycle in that game.
Yeah, they
hit
kept launching them.
Solo shot, a 2-run shot, a 3-run shot, and a granny all in the same game. So the old school Pac-12 has more teams in the College World Series than the stupid and mighty SEC.
That's right.
Take that, Southeastern Conference. The odds-on favorite, though, actually the two odds-on favorites are SEC teams. But I see where the Beavers have the 4th best odds. Arkansas is plus 175, LSU plus 250, Coastal Carolina plus 625, and then your Beavers right there at plus 650. Then you've got UCLA plus 1,000, Arizona plus 1,200, Louisville the long shot plus 1,600, and then whoever wins the Duke-Murray State game tonight is the 8th team. And I don't know, is that game over?
No, they play at 4 o'clock today.
Yeah, they're saying Murray State, if they win that game, is plus 7,500 to win the College World Series.
I think they were a 4 seed in their region. So this is like a 16 making it all the way.
What a run.
Yeah.
What do you think the Beaver fans showing in Omaha will be like?
That I don't know. I didn't particularly pay attention to that in their last runs at Omaha. I mean, I remember how those played out, but it's kind of notorious that the LSUs of the world travel hard and drink hard, and I've seen some things that people are anticipating the LSU and Arkansas play each other in their first game, and they think that's going to be the drunkest fan baseball game in the history of the sport. Because
well, it might be.
LSU fans and Hog fans are just complete lushes.
Well, the Beavs can hold their own.
Yeah, they were doing they got a lot of attention for all that big old beer pyramid over the weekend.
The beer can pyramid fiasco.
Or the wall, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at those teams, like, I think Oregon State comes in a good third in drinking fan bases. I mean, they don't hold a candle to LSU, and I assume Arkansas is
people in Corvallis can drink.
Yeah. So if we power rank the fan bases based on drinking, it'll be between LSU and Arkansas, and then probably the Beavs.
How do we think Coastal Carolina lines up?
Not big enough.
Oh, just collectively? I mean, to a man or to a person.
Where is it?
Myrtle Beach?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, but I'm not going to give them much credit. I'm going to go ahead and deny them. Louisville could be sneaky, drinking fan base. I could see them getting down. At any rate, I believe we start Friday. And I tell you what, Omaha, for you Beaver fans that may or may not be going or are not going, just know that you should, because Omaha, the College World Series in Omaha is a great, very underrated sporting event to attend. It's awesome. I would contend that it's way cooler back when it was the old Rosenblatt Stadium, but
I feel like that's what the kind of consensus is, but that is the consensus anytime you take an old hallowed ground and you upgrade it or move it. Or
always the case. So congrats to the Beavs. They've done it again. Let's see if they can finish this bitch off. Now, who will they play?
The Beavs play Louisville. So it's really interesting the way that the bracket works essentially like an NCAA tournament bracket of 64 teams. Your path is known from the beginning. Where you're going to go all the way. You know who you would play in the Super Region. You know if you win your Super Region, you know who you'd play in Game 1 of the World Series, and then wins and losses.
So LSU having to play Arkansas is like 2 1 seeds meeting up because they're the 2 favorites.
Correct. They were just put on like that side of the bracket, and that's how it ended up. But yeah, the Beavs get Louisville.
And so they get a little lucky in that draw?
I think so. Yeah, I think it makes for. I mean, it's better than opening up against Arkansas or LSU.
Who gets Murray State if they win?
That I would have to check.
Yeah, Arizona, UCLA, Oregon State all in the College World Series.